everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today is Christmas Eve, and I want to wish each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas, as well as a Happy New Year. Hope you guys are going to be enjoying some good beer, good friends, good family, and some good food. So today I have a special beer for you. I'm going to be reviewing the Bruery 6 Geese-A-Laying. This is the latest release in the Bruery's 12 Days of Christmas. And we're halfway through now. I have not had the pleasure to try any of the other beers. I always hear that they are very hit or miss on quality, so this is going to be the first one I'm trying from the series. And this is a Belgian-style dark ale that they brewed with Cape gooseberries. Now, I had never heard of a gooseberry before. I had no idea what the hell it was. To be honest with you, and you guys can't laugh at me for this, I thought maybe it was just a nice way of terming goose shit. Now, before you think I'm crazy, think about this for just 1 second, okay? Mikkeller uses weasel shit coffee in some of their beers. Rogue uses yeast from some of their brewers' beards in their beer. So, I don't think that using goose shit in a beer sounds all that crazy. Honestly, I have no idea what some of the craft brewers are doing nowadays. So don't laugh. Nonetheless, in fact, this is not goose shit. Gooseberries come in two varieties. There are European and American varieties. The European ones are primarily used for desserts, and they can have notes of apricots, grapes, as well as figs. The American variety is enabled to grow pretty much wherever. However, it doesn't have the big character in the aroma or the flavor. So while you can grow it anywhere, it doesn't quite taste as good. Really cool stuff, but enough talking. I'm interested in getting into this beer, so let's go ahead and take our first sniff. Oh wow, that's interesting. First thing I get is a big caramel and toffee sweetness. There's almost like a brown sugar sweetness. Definite dark fruit, some plums, figs, dates in there. There's a definite type of tart cherry note. There's even a little bit of a citrusy note, almost like an orange peel in there. And a very faint, just kind of spiciness, too. Overall, it smells like a pretty sweet beer, but it smells pretty tasty. Let's go ahead and take our first sip. Oh, wow. Right away, I get those dark fruit notes, so the plums, the figs, the dates, right off the bat. A very big date note, as a matter of fact. Definitely getting that tart cherry note right in the center. There's still some of that citrusy orange peel in there. Definite caramel and toffee sweetness. There's a little bit of that brown sugary sweetness as well. And then it finishes somewhat dry. Not terribly dry, but it is a little bit dry. And there's just a touch of bitterness on the back end to kind of cut through some of that sweetness, because don't be fooled, this is definitely a sweet beer. There's even a little bit of a hint of spiciness in here as well. It's on the fuller side of medium for a body. It has a very nice kind of creamy mouthfeel. And despite this being an 11.5%, you cannot smell the alcohol. You can't taste the alcohol. You get a definite warmth as it goes down, but this is really fresh. I think this is only 6 weeks old at the time that I'm reviewing this. So, a very fresh beer, and for nearly 12%, you would expect a little bit of a burn. Plus, since it's cold here, that's not a big deal. It's not overpowering. It is a little bit boozier than some beers I've had, but not bad at all. This is a really tasty beer, though. Like I said, I hadn't had the other beers in the 12 Days of Christmas series, but I think that this is a really nice one, and it should age out very, very nicely as well. As far as rating goes, guys, I am going with a straight up 9 out of 10 for this one. I think it's really nice how they have the dark fruit notes combined with that tart cherry, a little bit of citrus in there, and then those sweeter notes like the brown sugar and the toffee and the caramel just blend really nicely with those dark fruits. You get a touch of some bready, biscuity malt just slightly in the back end as well, now as I'm drinking a little bit more. And it's just a really nice holiday beer, so perfect for drinking with Christmas dinner, maybe before Christmas dinner, maybe even after Christmas dinner with dessert, I don't know. Just a really tasty beer, and it's really enjoyable. That being said, the alcohol burn on the back end is pretty noticeable at this point. Like I said, it's fresh, so that's to be expected. So that'll fade after this is, going to be cellared for a while. That and try as American breweries do, a lot of them just aren't able to nail the Belgian styles down as perfectly as they can in Belgium, and that's just always going to be the way it is. And I really love my Belgian brewers, so I'm always a little bit more hard on the American breweries when they try and interpret those styles. That being said, very nice beer. If you guys have not picked it up, I would say it's definitely one worth checking out. Alright guys, so as far as my musical recommendation goes, tonight I want you to check out Trans-Siberian Orchestra and their 2004 record, The Lost Christmas Eve. If you guys are not familiar with this group, they are awesome. Their live shows are supposedly some of the best. I haven't been to one, hopefully one year. But they do interpretations of Christmas classics as well as some of their own original music. And it's just some really cool stuff. Awesome. It's some of my favorite holiday music for sure. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy your holidays. And remember, I hope whatever you're doing involves good craft beer. Ho, ho, ho.